And hello. Time for more Jadd stuff. Continuing where we left off. Well, yeah, and I think today, once again, we're not doing anything all that huge, right? It's with the Empire gone, and I know most of our big rivals sort of not doing so good. It's a bit of a chill time, isn't it? It's a bit of a chill time. If I remember correctly, there were some developments right at the last, just when we ended last time. If I remember correctly, it was someone, one of the big countries in the south of Sarhalan not wanting to actually help Vern. I think it was Vern they're allied with, or guaranteeing, or something. So we're rushing over to the Empire, just as we have finished our stuff in the east once again. Because yeah, last time we beat up the command again. So now we're now we're done with that for like a decade or something around there. Time to go back to the Empire. And also I have had some considerations about the racial tolerances that we may or may not be able to get. Specifically about one of the missions I figured I should focus on a bit more. Because, where was it? Because I figure out of all the tolerances, the one that might be the only one that could be problematic could be the Ruinborn. And I guess theoretically we do have this mission specifically for dealing with the Ruinborn. It might give us tolerances. So yeah, we have the money, we have the manpower, we have the Diplo, just have to get some ships ready. 50 light ships in Eka. So, across the Lament. I feel like I should have done this sooner, but then again, how quickly can you really do this? Because yeah, the problem is I'm not really sure about the event, because Ruinborn nations have to embrace the Jadd for that to mean anything. The problem is, I'm pretty sure most Ruinborn nations are dead at this point. Like, the colonials have taken over just about everything, right? I think, there actually is a old Sun Cult nation. That's something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that, as always, Northalian tier is... Well, I guess there are the Eordundi holding out, but I doubt they will do anything. So Northalian tier is basically empty, it has no more natives. And then I think in the south... I'm pretty sure in the south, literally the only independent Ruinborn nations that exist are the... I don't know, what would their... like these southern groups. Amayon exists, Afehoxi is quite big, and then they have some smaller ones. All the Kaonists, basically all the Kaonists. So they might do something, but I don't know how that would potentially work, or if it would at all. I think the only thing I remember is when I did this mission way back when I first played the Jadd, it literally didn't do anything. So I guess let's take a look at the tolerances. Because currently... Okay, we still are improving half-elves. Oh, and we actually do have almost 1% lizard folk population. They are good. So yeah, alright, the lizard folk, the ogres we will get easily. From what I understand, the Mechanim aren't in the game yet. Because they're supposed to come in this continent that's over here in the fog. But they're not in the game currently, but they are in this menu, which I am a bit afraid that if they are in this menu, will they cause me problems. But yeah, that just leaves the Ruinborn. Do we have any... We have 2 minorities. Okay, we have 2 minorities of Ruinborn, because if I'm not mistaken, I did read a bit up on this. Where was it? I think Anbenkost is supposed to have minorities of basically every culture in the game. Yeah, they have a Ruinborn minority. And then also ogres and lizards. I guess, yeah, Anbenkost literally has everyone. And then I think there was some talk about some other place also having them, but I'm not sure about that anymore. Wisdom? No. Well, yeah, I don't know where the second minority would be, but it is what it is. We have them somewhere, that's the point. Oh, I guess we can look at the... Where was it? Okay, I guess this doesn't... This only shows the ones that have impact on trade. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter, but yeah, we have some of them. So, let's just go there and start... We're gonna start focusing on them. It is gonna be... well, we only have 0.1% of chord. So... The chances of any events happening are absolutely minuscule, but we just have to be grinding away. We just have to grind away. And then otherwise, yeah, back to what I was looking at, the war situation. Oh yeah, first I guess let's build the light ships. So 50 light ships. I want my current fleets to go about their usual business, so we will get a fresh batch. We'll put a fresh batch in the oven. So I want to build everywhere where the building is quick. I don't want to waste my time with... Okay, and that will be 50 ships. That'll be 50 ships ready to go, and we'll send over the expedition. And then, yeah, now, for real, back to the war situation. So, Vern is the first target we have to hit. Our peace with them is over. So, and yeah, the big thing is that Badabi isn't joining them. They are massively in debt. I doubt they will join anyone at any point. So, a lot of colonials will get pulled in, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, Neckcliff in the Empire, so we need 1 army here. Sugambar, so that's another army. And then the Binvargis are gonna join, though I was thinking, could I declare a separate war on Binvargi? It would pull in Negafama and Yagabfaru, but... I would like to take something from them. I would prefer if I could cut them down in size. So... Maybe just get rid of Yagab Faru so that they're not... God damn, Yagab Faru has been deving, huh? Why is a random province 34 dev? Well, goddamn, they actually have stuff going on. Canals and turnpikes. Sure. Oh. Well, either way, that does mean time to move our armies around. So we will need substantial forces here, because as always, I don't want to underestimate them. I did do that once previously. So I guess everyone who we have in the east, it's time to move shop. It's time to move shop. So well, how many armies are we gonna need? I assume, what, like 3 armies to deal with Vern, 1 for Sugambar. Okay, so I guess all of these armies we can send over. Send all of them over, and then everyone in these central parts. Well, we have to leave someone behind to deal with potential separatists. Sure. What, you? 3-5 Ariathan. They can stay here. Meanwhile, everyone else, and also I think you, start marching over to these here parts. And sure, let's get it going. Also, it might be worth it. I don't know, how are the separatists gonna look? Oh, and a gold rush. A gold rush which gives us 20,000 crowns. We don't make that much money from gold, but I think this is scaled off of your total income, not your gold income. So, damn. Well, that certainly is a way to start off the stream. I was not expecting that, let's just say. Also, it would be nice if we could convert, I guess, this tail end. But, well, sure, damn, now we have money. Huh. You're saying. Well, we can definitely put that into more furnaces. Just keep putting it into furnace. Well, actually, no, don't put the money in the furnace, you know. But oh, this is. Oh, what's this, advisor? Ooh, we can get our stability back. We did drop down to only +2 last time. Plus, it also gives us foreign spy detection because our yes, our spy master. Wait, do we even have a spy master? No. Wait, who? Ow, our Inquisitor, Leslindel. She's a bit of a menace. Very nice. Okay, but well, with such a giant influx of money, I guess we have to upgrade some stuff. I guess I keep talking about more shipyards, so sure, let's get some extra shipyards going. We can upgrade. We can definitely upgrade shipyards that we have here in the east. Oh, actually, sure, we can build some fresh ones from the ground up. Now, the shipyards aren't all that useful in just in territories, but I guess since we already have some of them here, we can at least upgrade the existing ones. If nothing else, it does increase shipbuilding speed. Okay, the merchants. Oh, and we also can put some in here. Sure, that's a bit of an expenditure on these. Oh, actually, we still do have a... Oh, there still actually is a bunch that we could upgrade. I guess let's go through the list here. Show me everything that can be cheaply upgraded. I guess everything that gives +2 means that it's an upgrade. Okay, and then these would be freshly built. Okay, okay. Oh, actually, we can get... Why didn't it show me these? We can get some upgrades here. Also, all along this coast. And okay, that's enough of that. Then, other buildings. I guess what? Just more town halls, most likely. Need to get some of these going. Time to drop a finger again. All the clicking. Enough to drive you mad. I guess we will spend what? Spend down to like... I don't know. Like 12k. Okay, you know, let's leave it there. That's gonna be another good batch. Another good batch of buildings. Because what is our current governing... Actually, our current governing capacity is still floating very nicely, so I think we could even state some more places. Potentially. Potentially we could even state some more places, but... I don't know, I don't know. Okay. City demands seats. Who are you? Oh, sure. Yes, you can have a seat. You can have a seat. Sit down. And then what rebels? Okay, so we have full mana separatists. They would be up there. Rombani. Where are... Okay, this discontent zone. Where are Rombani? Where the hell are you? In one specific province, somewhere. No, General died. And Commandant died! Why is everyone dying? My lord, why is everyone dying? So we need a new... We need a new military advisor, is that what we need? So we have, admittedly we do have a lot of options. The only discipline one isn't our religion. I guess we haven't done this in quite a while, but looks like we have to fish for some better advisors. Kick out everyone that isn't an accepted culture, because I definitely want to promote people. Honestly, the more I think about it, maybe extra reinforced speed would be really good. Reinforced speed is something that we struggle with a lot. But then again, discipline is just discipline. So I really like having them. Okay, yes, let's get... Oh, also yes, now we can recruit generals for 5 military power. Yes, indeed. I guess with everything maxed and whatnot. Can we get admirals for like... How much would an admiral cost? Okay, admirals still cost 35. Yes. Well, and also, I guess you... We will ship you over... sure, we'll ship you over to deal with Neckcliff. You have to manage some armies around here. Also, you stop drilling, you're actually at maximum drill. Dame's tier deposit exhausted, and now it's just fish. Sad, now it's just fish. Okay, do we have a good new advisor? Okay, sure, yes. Ariathan Kalazuir. Discipline can be promoted, and +3 to begin with. Ooh, then oh, wait, has something... Ah, yes, something has run out. I don't know from... We had... Okay, so we had cost reductions, advisor cost reductions from something. I don't know what that was, but it has evidently run out. So advisors are now more expensive. But considering how much money we make, it's still worth it to just sit at permanent +5. Okay, load you on board. You will... Sure, you can strike at Vern from this side. And then I want to get these two armies over. Move them over. Oh, there we go. A rebellion. Where the hell was this? Oh, right around here. Okay, we need a quick general. I guess we can unassign you. I guess we can continue. That was our only missionary, sure. Well then, is it time to start picking up the light ships? I think we can start picking up the light ships, sending them to where they actually need to be. Okay. Yes, collecting and moving around the ships whenever they get built is a slightly annoying undertaking, I will say. But well, we don't do it often, so... Isn't that much of a problem, is it now? Alright, also how... Oh, shit, oh, shit, we've actually lost, like, 15,000 in attrition down here. Oh, shit, just because I wasn't paying attention. That's why you gotta pay attention. Also, I thought they would take longer to arrive here. I guess with the increased movement speed, they arrive in a much more timely manner. Okay, that will be the last ships. Now rising up here. I guess, sure, once again, move the generals around. They will deal with that real quick. And I guess we don't have as many troops here as I would have really wanted to. But I guess at some point we can send over these two armies. And god damn, is it lagging badly suddenly? Or is my keyboard dying? Or what the hell is even happening? Oh yeah, there is like a good, I don't know. Okay, what is my goddamn PC doing? There is like a good 0.5 second delay on just about everything. What are you cooking? What are you trying to cook? Well, hopefully nothing, evidently. Okay, we'll see how it is. Yes, these past days, things have been problematic. But, okay, so, why the hell do we have... Well, sure. Binvarji, yes, hello. You are still guaranteeing Vern, so I have to fight you anyways. Can we call it... Okay, we can't co-belligerate Yagab Faru because they are... Okay, yeah, we can co-belligerate them. We don't co-belligerate Negafama. Doesn't matter. Sure, Great Holy War. We'll slap them around a bit. Though I have to remember, gotta be careful, they do have a lot of... actually go around... They have a lot of stuff going on, usually. No doubt they will get all the mercenaries they can. We just have to try and blast through. Also, can we... How was it? If they are... Okay, so yeah, since they are already at war with us, this doesn't count. So we will soon enough also start up the war against Vern, take them separately. But okay, before that, I guess our light ships are in. So... Oh, and also our religious conversion in Dostanor has finished. Okay, so we can do a multitude of things. I guess first off then, a buffer in Dostanor. Yeah, because we converted the entire area and so on. Kastan's empire long ago saw the utility of the Dostanor region as a bulwark against the looming Deepwoods to the east. The fortifications they built in their march are ancient, and their utility has stood the test of time. As we begin our conquest of Canor, we would do well to follow their example and ensure a secure and defensible buffer in the region. Well, simple enough. And that gives us a nice big old claim on all of the Deep Woods, which is mostly what it's... A little bit is controlled by the Blade March, there is one province owned by Crathanor, and then everything else is Sirenvar. I think they will be a bit too big to take in 1 or 2 wars, but a few wars and we will be able to deal with them. Plus, like, they're not doing well militarily. They have Ovdal Lodhum as allies as well, but it should be easy enough to get them out of the fighting. They don't have... Why do so many Dwarven holds not have a fort in their capital? I do not get it. I do not get it. How have they managed that? But yes, we'll hopefully slowly chew apart the Deep Woods. That will be something. And then now, the actual mission that I was expecting, across the Lament. Uelos's Lament is the sea that harkens back to the oldest memories of the Desert Elves. There are still those amongst us who remember their fathers or their father's father telling stories of those perilous, ruinous, tragic days as part of the remnant fleet. It scarcely seemed imaginable when all around us was a sea of sand. But now we have reached those waters, and Surael calls us beyond. While there is so much of Halsan still laying in shadow, we cannot ignore the Ruinborn to the west, nor all those who have crossed the sea since Edralian's discovery. We shall prepare a great fleet, the newest ships from Busenor carrying some of our most experienced Lightbringers and our most beautiful Harpy diplomats across. The Jadd shall embrace Aliantir and be embraced by it in turn. Well, I don't know how that embracing in turn is gonna work, because, yeah, Aliantir is not as splintered as I think it should be when you do this mission. It's a bit... I would say it's a bit homogenized, like colonial nations, maybe a few big independents. But, well, I guess it's a Hail Mary. We'll see if this mission really does anything. So... How does light look when it falls upon water? Sometimes it is as golden ripples, shining bright and in constant motion. Sometimes it is a calm pool of still water, lit ablaze by the setting sun above. But today it is in a vast fleet of wood and metal, the flag of the Jadd rippling in the wind above each boat. Dozens of mighty galleons stand tall and proud, and the presence of the Juddenzar Academy's finest archers and the Amber Gunsmith's finest cannons will ensure no pirates cast a shadow on our works. A plethora of transports alongside them carry the Lightbringers, their wooden outsides carved in reliefs depicting the stories of Jahair and of Jadar. The flagship, Sunseeker, is one of the Copper Dwarves' newest ironclads, built with the finest Genkedeni steel. As the fleet prepares to cast off, its admiral, a particularly strange desert elf who has been clearly chosen for a very uncommon purpose, steps up to its prow of the flagship and salutes the Divine Herald. The words he yells are lost to the wind, but they are undoubtedly the same as the ones on the Divine Herald's lips, as Elizar I speaks a prayer with Surael's voice. For Surael the god and his truth the Jadd. May the sun guide your way. So our fleet will set sail to Aliantir and spread the light of the Jadd. Well, at this point, I think we just wait. If I'm not mistaken, that's how it works. We just wait and hope that something comes of all that. Because... well, yeah. I guess we'll see if any pop-ups appear or anything else. Otherwise it is, yeah, just a Hail Mary. Just a Hail Mary and a hope that something comes of all that. Now then, back to our usual stuff. Also, I'm not sure if I want to fight Vern right now. Oh, also as we found out, yep, well, they have... Because I think maybe splitting my attention here wouldn't really be the best of things. I feel like I would once again mess it up somehow. Maybe it would be for the best to focus on this entirely. Then again, will there be much fighting in Vern? Well, they do have almost 200,000 troops, though I'm not fully aware where those troops would be. I'm pretty sure they're not. Also, you go to port during war. I don't want to lose any more of you. Also, what is our siege ability here? Well, okay, siege ability is not quite maxed out, but it's very close to being maxed out. That's good to know. Orcish refugees, well, sure, let them in. That's one fort taken. And another one, okay, that should be some of the Negafaman troops cut off. We can maybe even grab a fight. Well, it's not much of a fight. But sure, this army... Oh, we can catch them. Sure, you know what, let's catch them. Eliminate some troops from the front lines, so that I don't have to overly worry about them. Jump them as well. And okay, as expected, Binvarji is once again sending troops into the north. Well, at least it's good, I guess, that I did upgrade the forts that we have in Keterata. That's gonna come in handy, I guess. That should come in handy. And yes, we are indeed carving through them. So I think Negafama... Okay, Negafama has already lost half of their military. Then we will have to pick apart Binvarji in a similar fashion. Hardy warrior, I guess you finish sieging this province. Time to go for the next place, and the general died. Why die? Why just die like that? I guess we can get a new one in here. Oh, okay, Kalendor. No, just no. All I can say is, with 100 army tradition, 2 fire and 3 shock. I'm sorry, but I don't know who let you out of the academy. Well, Vaharia... I then again, is that good enough? We literally... Then again, no, honestly, that's not good enough. We pay only 5 military power for a leader, so honestly, you have to be a proper one. You have to be a proper one. Like, sure, 3-6, 3-4, that is good enough, I guess. Oh no, that was another one. 6-6-5-4. Yep, now that's more like it. Now that's a proper academy graduate. Now that's more like it. That's more like it. Okay, yeah, I guess here they're only gonna be taking worthless desert. Though I guess maybe, sure, this army, let's send them up north, they can replenish on the way. And then deal with whatever is at the end. Oh, they have locked in. Go and assist that army. We can likely pull through, but, you know, better be safe. Well, I guess we will be victorious before the... Okay, yeah, before the reinforcements even arrive. Oh, well. Just stay on the outskirts. And okay, yes, Binvarji has sent literally everything up north. I guess their entire goddamn military once again. Sure, we will send... What, we need like 3 armies up there? 4 armies? That should be good enough. I won't let them take Keterata again. After everything we went through in the first time. So that's that. Oh yes, also, how are our ideas looking? We have 700 admin. We could grab a thing or two. Though, we are closing in on modern bureaucracy. That's also very much a good one. But I guess we could go up to at least expanded infrastructure network, get more movement speed. More movement speed should be nice. And then we need 600 more total admin and we'll be able to finish infrastructure. That's gonna be good. Oh, and okay, Ofdaltungur gets 2 base production and introduction of coke blast furnaces. Jahelor Thalenzuir, an inventor and entrepreneur from Ofdaltungur, has come up with a new type of coke-fired blast furnace for the production of cast iron. By making use of coal instead of charcoal, the production of iron has been increased greatly, allowing us to supply the market with larger quantities of cheap iron. Well, sure. What does that mean for Ofdaltungur? I haven't really done much with them, I have to say. Oh, we can dig the hold deeper. I guess how big? Oh, it's damaged still. Oh, we have to repair. Well, okay, yes, I guess we should repair it, shouldn't we? Oh, we must be at peace. It would cost 200 of every power, and it would take 20 years to repair the hold. You know, this is one... everything regarding holds just takes so goddamn long. I think we can just ignore that. I don't know. I have to admit, I think everyone is always very positive about dwarves in Anbenar, but I've never seen how possibly it could be fun to play them. I think all of their mechanics are just such a huge ball ache. I don't know. Okay, more conversions. Goddamn, we have so many different religions that can be converted. It is a bit wild. It is a bit mad. Well, yeah, the list is quite long. And we keep conquering more and more. I guess I'll have to see how we really go about it. Okay, I swear to... Okay, they're actually stacking 100k. They're actually stacking 100k. Oh, you... get out of there. Also, you... unassign yourself, reassign yourself. Yeah, they're actually stacking a goddamn 100k up here. Good thing they don't have a siege general. But let's hope we can make it in time. Because if they take Ahmed Kora again, I will be not happy. Yes, also, was that another furnace? Yup, another furnace. Get built. Okay, at least they... Oh, they got a disease outbreak. They got a disease outbreak. Very cool. Very cool. Honestly, get in here already and start sieging some of the other places. Hello, hello, Solafar. Is the Jaddening coming along nicely? Yeah, I would say it's coming along very nicely. We're actually not managed that much yet time-wise today. Started a new invasion down in Sarhalan. Mostly not because I actually want territory here, but Benvarji does have a tendency to guarantee everyone that I want to fight, specifically Vern in this case. So I'm doing a bit of a preemptive strike at them. I do have armies ready on the borders of Vern, but currently it's a bit of a I don't know, micro thing down here. Dismantled the HRE last time. Yeah, it was actually, I guess what now, 2 streams? I guess like we had 1 stream already where the HRE was dismantled, but yeah, that all went successfully. Ended up fighting Wisdom like 3 or 4 times. I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah, basically just piecing them out, fighting them again. Pulled in all the electors. Also, it was nice that well, currently this place is a bit of a mess, but so maybe you remember, Tretten was fighting Pearl's Edge, and Pearl's Edge was an elector, so it was a bit messy because I needed them. Well, what ended up happening was Tretten fully annexed Pearl's Edge, and for a moment there simply was 1 less elector. So I didn't even have to capture them. So I think all I did was take Silverforge, got Wisdom's capital again, and it was actually over quite quickly. And yeah, in that piece, we ended up taking 3.7 thousand worth of development. So that was, we went up to 855 overextension. That was the high score. Though it was a bit of a situation, shall I say. But we actually got through quite lightly with the use of the nice Jadd missions. Okay, also, get off of my city. Oh, they're exploding. Well, I guess we do have cannons and tanks, so. Oh, and there go all the cores. More provinces. Lovely. Swing plow. Is that in our province? Yes, our people discovered plows. Let's go. And that's 90k wiped out. Lovely. Some of you recover a little bit. I guess we need to chase down all of these armies. And okay, actually, can I... Well, yeah, I guess now, with our magic buffs still active and everything else, stack wipes are very much happening more often. Especially considering that there isn't even a military tech advantage here. We are on the same mil tech, so nothing from that really. But I would assume that there is quite a substantial stat advantage. Oh, nice! We have a juicy, just flat 10 morale. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, current war enemies. Well, yeah, 8.5. Discipline is actually quite good for them. No professionalism, though. Professionalism is also definitely swinging things. Because, how much was it at the end, stat-wise? 10% extra damage? I guess that's what it mostly was, 10% extra damage, if we're not drilling. Army quality is crazy, just Anbenar. Well, yeah, it is just Anbenar things, also just elf things, right? On top of the already existing Anbenar stuff. Elves, Anbenar, it's a bit of a crazy situation. Also, okay, I think I want to peace out. Can we peace out Negafama? I sort of just don't want to deal with them. We can annul some of their treaties. Do I want to take any... Actually, I might not take any territory right now. I don't want to get unnecessary overextension. We have other things to prioritize. Yeah, I think we can just break some of their alliances and maybe pay them a visit later. Though, I did co-belligerate them. Maybe it would be a bit of a waste to not take anything at all. What if we take everything like this along the river? We can almost get it. It would be 40 overextension, but hopefully we can deal with that before anything else needs to be done. So, sure, gobble up a few extra provinces real quick. And we'll piece them out. Get some stuff. Oh my god, almost again clicked on something that I shouldn't have clicked on. So what are these? The Cardesti host. A large group of Cardesti nomads have crossed the borders and entered our domain. These people are an odd bunch, having mastered the magical art of divination. Their fortune tellers are quite popular with those who can afford their services. Moreover, as a group of experienced travelers, they have picked up some unique artisanry techniques, and their bards are highly praised. However, the stark contrast between the customs in Jadd Empire and the Cardestes might prove troublesome in the future. Well, sure, we will. I think we had them before. They didn't really do much good for us, but they didn't do anything bad, really. So they can just be chilling, I guess. Foreshadowing. Well, no, if I remember correctly, the Cardestes are... They're meant to be like the gypsies, right? They're effectively the Anbenar gypsies. And I think it's just the option to get some small bonuses, but pay a small price, if I remember correctly. I don't think they actually did anything overly bad. Well, maybe they did, but maybe it slipped my memory. Okay, well... Then again, right, 154 for a separate piece. What are we using Diplo for? The next tech isn't overly important. We don't have Diplo ideas. Yeah, I think we can pay the extra Diplo and separate piece them. Thank you. Thank you very much. I guess Yagab Faru has a bunch of cores on them. Well, that is... yes, all of this. Well, that's annoying. That's annoying. Wool. Okay, how are we doing? Up here, okay, they're all running. I guess I will have to build fortifications here as well later, just to deal with this bunch of idiots. 6-6, start taking forts. Can we get to their capital? Not quite from here. Do you have siege? You have a little bit of siege. Well, I guess push through. Oh, a day of the cat. We get 50 admin and 10 hedonism. Well, holy shit, if that gives us outright 10 hedonism, let me quickly pop a decree. So, what decree do we really need right now? What decree would be good? I guess conquest is always good for us. Potentially the decree of friendship. Oh, actually, I didn't even notice we have gotten crown land above 75%, so that's... mostly I care about the maximum absolutism. Mostly I care about the crown, the absolutism, because now we actually can hover nicely above 100, and we might even be able to give out some extra privileges, because I think there are some that could be useful for us. Actually, let's take a look. For one, can we get some easy... I was thinking, could we get some missionary strength? We could get enforced unity of faith. Extra missionary strength, extra tolerance. It doesn't... Actually, it doesn't even give them influence, it just gives them loyalty, and we lose a bit of absolutism. Could be definitely worth it picking that up. The rest is meh. Honestly, sure, let's give out enforced unity of faith. I was thinking it would be nice to get extra missionary strength in some ways. Because, well, we sure as hell do have a lot of to convert. But yes, back to you. You know what, sure, just give me the Decree of Conquest. That's that, and then we will get our hedonism back. Very nice. Very nice. Another coal province. Also, we have gotten trading in grain, trading in dyes, trading in paper. Aha. It is interesting that we only occupy a few provinces, and we almost instantly get a lot of trading in bonuses. Which means we should be inherently very close to having those trading in bonuses. Which definitely is tempting. Well, I say tempting. I guess we will just get those bonuses at some point. Regardless of what we do. Also, come here, you. You don't even have a general. Isn't that cute? Oh, well, we didn't catch them. We didn't catch them. Well, catch them in the coast, then. And then was this tea to raise your spirits? I guess we have good tea. Somewhere. Sure, congratulations. I do like a good tea. I have to say that. Oh. Though, I don't know. Ooh, yes, without a general, they do get... I do love fighting armies that don't have leadership. Oh, and evidently also that don't have a front line. That definitely didn't help them either, I would suspect. Okay, and then back here, yes, we did take... okay, I guess one army, go back and finish off this Yagab Faru army which has escaped. And then these troops go for their capital, I guess. I have to be a little bit... actually, they have 160k left. I guess we did wipe out a lot. But yeah, 90k here. Like 70k or something here. I guess it adds up. I guess it adds up. Okay, and honestly, I'm not quite sure how much I want to take from the Binvargis. I think for them, I will just break up alliances once again, as I always do, and I might just gobble up all of Yagab Faru. We should be able to do that quite easily. And then maybe, like, take this little, I don't know, bit, and get a nice connection here. Also, we could take the majority of this trade node. What is this? For Jara. Could get another trade company going, potentially. Okay, so... they are fleeing, some of them are sitting in the mountains. Oh yeah, the Binvargi army is on the run. Oh yeah, Yagab Faru will be caught out in the mountains. I doubt they will escape from that. Yes, looks like they very much won't. Spoilers, they didn't. And then, okay, we took the capital. Let's see. What can we achieve here? I won't even separate piece them. I think I will just do it in one. So first of all, break their goddamn guarantee. Though I guess I could. I guess I don't even have to break it. I could declare war on Vern now, and then I think the guarantee should automatically break. Let's actually do that, since that war is wrapping up. War... Oh, we could do war against evil. Though that doesn't really... And that doesn't really give anything to us. Just a Great Holy War, as we do. All the armies are in place. No one unexpected. Oh shit, okay, Badabi is actually paying off its debts at a decent pace. So I guess, yeah, we have to get this war going now. And then, did that automatically break the guarantee? No, I guess the guarantee still exists. So I guess we'll see in a second. Maybe it has to take over a month. But as for Vern... Oh wait. Why the hell is Magdalene joining? What's your deal? Oh, they're a vassal of Sugembar. I did not notice that. Well, it doesn't really change much, I think. Yeah, also we can get our battle fleet out here. Move up some armies. Why the hell does the Triarchy have troops in Neckcliff? Huh? Where? Well, sure, I don't know. Doesn't matter a whole lot. Blockade them. And okay, yes, as expected, I guess Vern only has a token army in its actual mainland. Because they have like, what? They have like 200, they have 200,000 troops. God knows where all of them really are. I assume they're out. I assume they're out somewhere in their colonies. That would be my likely expectation. Also, at this point, well, we have picked up all the good age bonuses that we need. I guess we can take anti-revolutionary zeal. I don't know. We might get some colonial nations. I very much doubt we will have same continent subjects. Well, sure. Okay, so I guess the guarantee doesn't get broken like that. Well, if the guarantee is not broken, then might as well just piece them out. So, once again, annual their guarantee. They don't have anything else that's important. And then we gobble up Yagub Faru simply to avoid any border gore. And I guess, okay, I guess we are mostly, yeah, we already have 43 overextension. I would rather avoid overextending, so we can do like 56%. Which means we can take... Okay, we can take just all of these states. And that's 55%. Yeah. That checks out nicely. Do we also take money from... Also, I think we also take money from them. I don't care about fighting them all that often, honestly, if the truce ends up being a bit longer. Though this is still only... 12 years. Because I guess we are only taking 69%. Nice peace offer value. So, I guess, sure. Thanks a lot. See you next time. See you in the next decade. Which means these armies can get out of there. We will need to build some forts. Most likely. Alright, so now we can fully focus on everything that's happening in Vern. Well, happening. We are sort of just ruffle stomping in here. I don't know. Their armies are relatively sizable. Oh yes, also we can start coring everything on that end. Nice. Now, I have considered we will likely have to marinate this war a little bit, because, well, actually, because, yeah, it will be problematic getting war score. We will be able to siege down Sugembar entirely, plus, I guess, Magdalair, Neckcliff. We won't be able to really reach any of the colonies, but I hope it should be good enough even if we don't get the colonies. Some rebels. Well, okay. Once again, some of these generals are just made for hopping around and dealing with all the rebel issues. Swamp trolls. Okay, swamp trolls will be on the way if they rise up. Shalazaras. Where are you? Ah, down here. Well, there is fort coverage. At least it's nice, there is fort coverage everywhere. So, if they rise up, well, they don't damage anything immediately. Also, what's this? Ah, yes, we took Neckcliff. Sure. We took Neckcliff. More abolition of slavery. We got spices. Very nice. I love spices. Boop, and that's Neckcliff gone. Transports. I don't think we need any more transports, especially I think those were outdated. Actually, no, come back here. Okay, there goes the truce with Wisdom. Currently, we don't have any claims. I really need to get Vern. That will give us a bunch more claims. And I don't quite remember where those claims were. I think along these coastlines and here in Sornkost. That will show me properly where our next target should be. Currently, I'm a bit unsure how to pick. Well, actually, I guess I'm not unsure. We just have a lot of targets. We have a lot of targets literally everywhere. It's a target-rich environment. As you may say. Sugembarian flagship, sure. Goddamn, Magdalair is... Okay, Magdalair is a bit of a tougher nut to crack. But we should be able to do it. Some casualties here or there. Okay, and that's Sugembar. As the Sugembari Navy, split off the light ships, those we can find a use for. As for the Navy itself, guess go and beat some of these random ships that are trying to blockade our coasts. What do they think they're up to? What are they doing? What are they trying to cook? Some random Eberithil ships. Whatnot. Mostly just lights. Oh, okay, that's where the entire Vernese fleet is hiding. Well, we could smash that to bits. That would definitely be something. So I guess get on over there. How's the fight again? Well, yeah, we we have a third of an advantage in morale, so that's quite something. Well, we didn't wipe them, but well, we will. So what's this? Satyr beds newlywed. What? A prominent noble in Aldenhall has found themselves thoroughly dishonored. They claim that a satyr used their magic to masquerade as them on their wedding night, consummating the marriage instead of them. Their powerful family have petitioned other nobles to make a sternly worded letter against us for our inability to deal with this satyr menace. Cucked by a puck. God damn, that's actually for 10 years we lose 10 loyalty equilibrium with... What is that? The nobility? With the nobility, actually we are at 70, so they still stay very much happy. Doesn't matter. So, okay, Magdalair. Yes, literally 3 forts in adjacent tiles. That's quite something. Also, who the hell are you? A random 5k army. And a revolt. Ah, yes. Well, right when we march up here, they revolt down there. It's a back and forth. It's a proper back and forth. Also, I guess these armies. I guess who will? I need to move them somewhere. Who's actually gonna be the next target? The Deepwoods. The Deepwood be in 2 years. Gisden and Ashienda. I don't know. How are the truces in the east? So the command is still quite a while, right? 10 years, right. I think we do need to deal with RF Quellin at some point. Ooh, and Wandifa is not willing to join them currently, so that could actually be perfect. Okay, okay. How many troops do they have? 60k. So, let's say 2 armies. Let's send 2 armies from here in the south over to, like, K-Cam. Sure, send them over to K-Cam. Or actually Araf Quillin itself. And they will be ready to strike. How are the dwarves looking? I really need to somehow get... Actually, can I... Is there a way to request for an AI to break a guarantee? It would be... Actually, what does it show if we actually try to declare war? Oh! Callisto is currently 11,000 crowns in debt. What are you doing, brother? What are you doing? But it is perfect, because it means we can strike Hechodovar without them joining. We can do it that way, because I very much would like to get them out of the middle serpent spine. because they are cocking us out of a lot of trade. So, so yeah, I would like to deal with that. Same reason why I have been wanting to deal with Ovdal Khanzad, who, okay, actually they don't have any allies to begin with. Let's send over two armies. Send them over to Ovdal Khanzad. We'll deal with that. Okay. And then, well, I guess what we have, two more here. Honestly, make your way over to the Deep Wood. Make your way over to somewhere next to the Deep Wood. We will likely have a use for you there. And okay, now nice, perfectly, that's taken. No, don't give me unregulated research. Now we replenish our armies a little bit, and then we will have to strike at Vern. And I think the Magdalary army is also in there. They have okay generals. Depends who ends up being the one actually leading it. But they don't have good shock, which means we should be able to absolutely obliterate them in the shock phase. I think I will give it a month, get some manpower back here, and then we will strike. Okay, that's good enough. Now just about everyone get in there. So that's an uprising in the swamp. We will deal with you at a later time. Shut up. Oh, actually, we do have this army here. You can get in and deal with them. Much more importantly, how is the fight going? Well, a good shock phase means it's going good for us, bad for them. Fire phase is not so perfect. But still, that's a whole bunch wiped out. That was the entire, I guess, Vernese Continental Army. Plus the army of Magdalaire, so that's all dealt with. Oh, what's this? Lodhum got advanced metropolis infrastructure? What does that mean? Did they actually upgrade something, or... I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Another coal province. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Oh yes, right, I forgotten of obviously Neckcliff. Like, this is what makes it annoying. Like, they all have emigrated down to these parts. Busselar, Vern, Eberithil, Neckcliff. Literally everyone who we are fighting in this region in the south of the Empire, they all have territories over here. Which is just annoying. I could invade them, and also I guess I should finally prepare some sort of fucking fleet over on this side of the globe. I guess we have gotten another 100 force limit, naval limit, so maybe it's time to do that. Sure. Let's see, we have 16 transports, so we need 24 transports. Over on this side. And then we'll have to also get something of a battle navy. I still have some galleys sitting on this side, which I built long ago. They haven't really done anything in quite a while. Actually, speaking of that, maybe do they need an upgrade? I assume they need an upgrade. Yes, they do. And then also we can put some heavy ships up in production. Why not? It will take some time to actually get them out on the front, but well, as long as we get, especially I think also the nations that we are fighting over here, I don't think they really have the biggest navies. It's mostly leftovers, as far as I'm aware. Okay, for now that's gonna be enough. Okay, so maybe we'll deal with those islands at some point, because how is this looking war-wise? So Magdalene is dead, Neckcliff is basically dead, we control their capital and their only continental place, so is Sugenbar. I guess the only ones that are happy are the colonies, because obviously, yeah, we're not invading the goddamn colonies. Let's see, how potentially possible or impossible would it be to take... I guess I obviously definitely can get the coast, which is what we need for the mission. So I guess push comes to shove, Vern will survive, but we will pick up the entire coastline. But it would be nice if we could just entirely remove them from the continent. Which actually they are willing to accept. I think because they do have these islands and everything, so they wouldn't be fully annexed. And that swings it in favor of us. And then I guess, well, we could pick up some additional provinces. Like Neckcliff. Just homogenize all of this. I did want to pick up Sugenbar so that we could actually walk around here nicely, but they are quite expensive as far as overextension goes. Plus, well, actually, war score wise, we could get them. It's just overextension that is an issue. Maybe I will be inclined to ignore that. As long as we only overextend a little bit, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Okay, so this would be almost doable. I guess Magdalene is gonna survive here, but... Also, do I need the islands? What regions are the islands part of? I assume they count as Sarhal? West Salahad Coast. Subcontinent North Salahad. Okay, yeah. But I think at least the good thing is the North Salahad, I don't have anything to do with that. Like, it's not required that we take them. Though it would be nice to maybe get some staging posts. Also, right, I forgot that Vern does have this territory. Oh, okay. I guess we'll take this province, we'll finish off their navy, we'll see how much war score total that nets us, and maybe we'll be able to piece them out already. Okay, big old naval battle coming right up. The navy is one thing where we don't have them that much of an advantage. Especially if the rolls are absolutely terrible. Okay, I guess... Well, okay, they just... Well, yeah. Basically no losses, they just retreated. Which is, I guess, sure, good enough for me. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Send everyone into port. And, well, as far as the... I don't know, as far as this goes, we have basically one... Can we wait out? I guess one thing that we will have to do is marinate them, because I want to wait for these cores to finish, and then we will pick up the next batch. I think we shouldn't be getting a call for peace or anything, because, well, theoretically they have territory that is still not occupied all over the place, but in practice none of that matters anymore. So we can just leave this war here, we'll return to it later, and right now we just look for the next fight. Well, I guess one thing we can do is clean up some of these navies, because they're a bit of a hassle. They're just a bit of a hassle. It's funny that these colonies actually have sent over some ships. Where do you think you're going? You're literally stuck here. You're stuck in here with me. Okay, more trade ships. Now, wait, why are you... Why have you left the harbor? I guess we can send these ships in. I'm pretty sure I enabled them to chill during wartime. Of course, and now one popped out, the other popped in. Just perfect, isn't it? Oh Christ, just... Stop it! Stop shooting holes in my ships. You know what? Just for that alone, I'm sending around the big guys. I'm sending around the big guys. You sunk my ships, which I legally captured from you. And now you're trying to cause trouble. Come here, you. Also, yes, where is that goddamn fleet? Okay, you know, for now, just cancel your mission. Don't do anything. Chill out. Well, there goes that fleet. Look at that, we even got some more transports. Delete you. And you harbor back in Gem Isle. Okay, now that's everything more or less cleaned up. I think, at least. So goddamn, it is wild seeing only 80% religious unity, especially considering that we've been converting 24/7. I guess I am mostly converting the lower value provinces. Also, you just cancel your mission as well. We'll do something with you later. Now then, what do we need to start? What do we need to do? Well, we have a lot of money again, because we're making a lot of money. Good to know. So, with that lot of money, how's the shipbuilding is going? I guess just more buildings, right? Isn't that it? Just more buildings. Haven't built manpower buildings in some time. Can we get some decent ones going? On all the grain, all the cattle. Damn, we actually have a substantial amount of cattle and grain provinces that haven't had their military buildings be built. Okay, that's an upgrade. Okay, sure. I guess we'll wait until the soldier housing finishes, and then we'll see further. Also, I think I will pause and don't do things here for now. I think it should be more important to strike at... Oh, okay. Okay, well, I just about... Yeah, I guess the Callistos made some... They made some money back, and now they are again gonna support Hehodovar. Yeah, that's a bit of a misplay on my side. Should have declared that war sooner, but oh well, not the end of the world. In the meantime, I think we can attack Ovdal Khanzad. How much? Oh, they have 50%, so actually they should be, I hope, below 100 overextension, even if we take them entirely. That could be something. Now, I guess there is the problem that we are... I guess we are gathering up quite a few wars. I don't wanna... Because we're already waiting for cores to finish, then we have another war already lined up, which we have to piece out. I guess I don't wanna quite start another one just yet. So, maybe we do a little bit of drilling. Maybe we do a little bit of drilling. Napes Bay. Oh, I didn't see that Tian Lo has taken some of these islands. Interesting. Edicts, yes indeed, we can remove that. Keep converting the big number provinces. Oh goddamn, actually the list is long. Will I have to pick up religious ideas in the end? We might have to end up picking up religious ideas. It's a bit of a... I don't know. I would have preferred to avoid it. Maybe. Because for the longest time it seemed possible. It seemed like religious ideas just weren't a necessity, really. They might end up being one. Also, we are almost capping out on military power. Okay, that's a little bit of it spent. Then again, right, we can spend it on developing places. We can definitely spend it on deving, because that's what we have to do a lot of deving now. What was it we still needed? We need to get Denijasar up to... Though I guess Denijasar we will do when we get our capital moved over there. I guess what other cities can we possibly do? Tianlo, that will be later. Sramaya is done. Aistralair is done. Aravquelin and Bianfang. Aravquelin is done. Where the hell was Bianfang? I haven't even paid attention to it at all. Bianfang. Oh, this one. Right. We need to get this to 40. Okay, so we need to... I guess we can't move our capital even here to begin with. So we will just have to develop this naturally. They don't have an academy. University, I mean, what are you doing? We'll get rid of the temple. Oh, and of course they don't have enough barracks workshop. We can boost it up to 30. And but I'm an idiot. We could have just... The university doesn't need a slot. Well, sure. We'll get the university in. That will be good enough to get it up to 40. So that'll be mostly the east figured out. And then the west... Anbun cost is the only big requirement. And then, yeah, I guess the rest are glowing. Jadanzar, Bulvar, Brasan. Right, they all were... Right, I remember, they all are very close to having the 40 development that is required. I think primarily just make sure that they all have universities. And then... I guess we'll see. Once we again start running full, we can pop a few development points in here or there. Somewhere. And okay, the transports are finishing. And not the battle navy, that one we leave as it is. Also, actually, the battle navy can move up. We can, okay, yeah, we can harbor them on these islands. That should be quite useful. Okay, yeah, the Neckliffer, yeah, some Neckliffer ships are running around here, doing donuts. Well, they do have heavy ships. They do have heavy ships and galleys and stuff. Oh yeah, also... Oh shit, one heavy already finished. Well, I guess we'll send you over hither. Also, I guess we should get an admiral for our eastern squadrons. And ooh, Kelorn! 4 fire, 6 shock. Well, isn't that nice? Some maneuver would be cool, but he sure knows how to fight. And hey, Skunsku, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while, I think. So how you doing? How you doing? We're doing some continental warfare here. Well, I call it that, but I don't know what that really means. We're just fighting all over the place, is what's happening. We're currently messing around with some navies. Also, okay, they are getting a bit... I guess they might intercept our ships. Just go into harbor for now. Okay, and some more separatists. Hey, at least these separatists are right next to where we have an army. That works out. Okay. Time to send the heavies over. Also, I think that was the first... Those weren't all the cores that we were making, but it was a... I think we started a few cores a bit early, so those popped. The other ones are, what, 4 months away. Yeah, it's still a bit long. Also, we do have some separatists cooking up here. No, actually 45,000 Tian low separatists. That's a bit much. That is actually a bit much. I guess let's send one of these armies over. Because we might need some assistance up in the north. Okay, well, get over there. And actually, no, you can... Sure, go and deal with them. And okay, the Eastern Squadron is taking shape. We'll have a okay amount of heavy ships, some galleys, plus most of this is, I think, still at least coastal. If not, like, there are some of these islands and everything, so should be quite good. And what do we do here, capricious gods? Well, I think I will just... Oh, actually, the chance has improved. I guess one of the reforms we did must have improved these chances. I guess the Day of the Cat or something, because previously it was always a 50-50 if we lose or gain stability. Now it's a 40-60. Well, you know how I am. I mean, just have, well, might as well gamble. You know, might as well do a gamble. Hey, now you see gambling is worth it. Gambling pays off. Okay, we have 11 heavy ships. We can definitely do some more heavies. I want a good enough fleet. At some point, if we make the fleet big enough, we might even be able to fight the command at sea. I doubt they have much of an advantage in that regard. Show me where are the real good shipbuilding places. To Fidi. Sure, build some here as well. Okay, 24 more heavies. That'll be a total of like 35. Yeah, 35 heavies. That should be good. Well, okay, throw in another one for good measure. Actually, 2. Sure, why not? That should do us good. And now back to the conversion stuff. Okay. Well, a lot of separatists are coming along. Though, actually, if we beat the separatists now, it does mean we won't have to deal with them later when we overextend. So really... that could be something. We do have spare force limit. Okay, currently, since we are trading in grain, the force limit is a bit incorrect. But I guess as time goes by, we could start keeping more armies just for fighting rebels. And if we have enough armies around to fight rebels with, then really it shouldn't be too much of a problem anymore if we start overextending on the regular. Well, maybe not a lot of overextension, but like going to like 150, 200 should be doable. Hello, Yan. Nudurubu in these provinces. Sekali, yep, in all of these plains. I guess go up and intercept them. We will need a fort here, or 2, or 3. Some forts. We will need some forts to protect the place. Oh, it also looks like... Oh, I guess I didn't notice. So the Lake Federation is once again fighting Tarakar. But this time they didn't call me in. I guess thanks for not bothering me. And okay, there goes... Okay, so sure, there goes that basically, which means we can we can do the peace. It will be a bit of overextension, but as I said, that should be fine. Coalition, who cares? It's not happening anyways. They already tried making one, and then they instantly disbanded it. I guess we can't pick up anything from Magdalair, but that's fine. Well, all I can say... Oh, actually, it would be nice to... Can we yoink this province? Oh, we don't... Because this is controlled by Neckcliff. I do need these islands because they do count as part of Haley's, and we do have a mission. Honestly, it is debatable if I will ever manage to finish that mission. Where was it? Jadd Philosophy. Yeah, we need to... basically all of Haley's needs to be converted to the Jadd. Which would be dope if we could manage that, but it's a bit of a steep requirement. Plus, we do need these islands. So, I guess, well, I did build a transport fleet, load up these guys, we will quickly nab it, and then it'll be time to peace out. What's this? Paper dolls. For weeks, a man and his family have been ruthlessly tormented by vicious and recurring nightmares. Upon closing their eyes, they are greeted with visions of a devilish paper doll, performing some malignant ritual or foul deed. The more we question the residents, the hazier the details get. This being said, there is clearly something awry, and the spirit is likely to blame. Yes, I guess one thing I did want to do, I did want to give adventurers some more privileges. Just like the one privilege which in general buffs adventurers. Because we have a lot of land, and with that we have a lot of territory which is just full with different bad spirits and bad stuff going on. It would be nice if we could get the adventurers to clean all of that up a bit. Okay, also, it would be very nice to get this island from Neckcliff, because that would give us a beachhead, effectively. It would give us a beachhead onto all of these islands. Which is primarily what I want here. Attrition is gonna be pretty bad. I guess I could have shipped over less men, but, well, it is how it is. Okay, there we go. So, now, can I demand this as well? Yes, we can. Perfect. Perfect. And I guess we don't need anything else anymore. Just thank you for everything. Boom, boom, boom. So Vern has been wiped out from the continent, so I think actually Sugimbar... Does Sugimbar exist still somewhere? I'm not quite sure. We'll core everything up. Alliance... Oh no, hi... Oh shit, of course, I forgot. So yes, we killed Sugimbar, which means we now do have Magdalair as a vassal. We do have them as a vassal. Well, that is... funny, I guess. Well... Sure. You're saying... So why do they have... Opinion is obviously terrible plus development. Yeah, so this is the reason why I hate normal types of subjects in Anbenar. I feel they just don't work. Because, from what I understand, Liberty Desire from development does not scale to the Overlord's development. It's just some sort of basic value. So they have 200 development, which gives them 35% liberty desire, which is quite a lot. That's quite a lot of liberty desire just right off the bat. But we have 17,000, which they have nothing compared to us. Why does that give them 35% liberty desire? It doesn't make sense to me. But they are small enough and they won't be expanding, so maybe I will give it the 10 years, we can improve relations with them, and maybe I should be able to... well, then again, they do have negative 300 aggressive expansion. Is that gonna go away? Or do I just... I feel like it would be easier to just break vassalization at some point. Then again, that's gonna take a real long while. Damn, you are annoying. Well, we'll see what we do with them. Also, we need the... Okay, so, wait, the command isn't a valid rival anymore. Only the Lake Federation is. That's wild. The command is not a valid rival anymore. They still have 600k army. Which actually, I guess for them that's only 600k. It's surprising that they haven't gone up to like 700k at this point already. But okay, so that's pieced out. So now I guess we have to get ready to deal with some separatists, because no doubt a bunch of separatists are now going to be popping up just about everywhere. But surely we should be able to deal with that. Also, right, we need our transport ships. We need our transport ships to go out to sea again. I guess first let's actually get them all together in one goddamn place. Let's upgrade them all. Okay, so how many transports do we have on this side of the globe? We have 56... 6... Actually, if only 6, detach the obsolete ones. And... sure, you can be upgraded. So, how many... Let's see, how many trade nodes do we have where we could gain a pretty penny from protecting trade? So, Sigilin, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. Okay, we have... I guess so we split it 10 ships. Okay, we can split it up 10 ships, go to 10 ships go to each trade node. Do you like such? These guys can be split. And you also split. And then now each of you can take something. One of you we send to the Bay of Wines. Obviously it is less than if we would have sent the big old fleet, but I don't know, I feel like having a spread might be more important than having one big one. I guess, at least also, I'm not paying that much attention to trade anymore, it has to be said. As long as we're collecting and making a fine income, then it's all fine by me. And Westport. Okay, that should be... All of you return if you get into trouble, and that's all of them now splitting up and doing their thing. Watch them go. Look at them go, protecting trade like the masters that they are. Masters of trade. Now then, what's up next? We could get military tech and diplo tech. But I guess it would be better spent on developing places. I would rather wait for the ahead of time to trickle down a little bit. Also, we are maxed out on innovativeness, so we don't really need it anywhere. Let's just... Yes, sure, we can do some deving. We can do some deving in, like... Which was the closest? Bolvar? That was 34. Jaddenzar only needs 4 points. Oh wait, does... Oh, then again, actually, we could get Prosperity, because that gives a dev cost reduction. Okay, and Brasan does have it. Brasan does have it. So I guess let's do Brasan instead. Put in Encourage Development. And drop in some points up to 40. There we go. Very nice, very cool. Any buildings that we need here? Force limit, everything that's important has been built. We can build a dockyard, can't we? Sure, get some sailors going. Because honestly, when we start like using all of our navies, we do use up quite a bit of sailors. So, actually thinking of that, where are the big... Actually, how are we... Alright, I need to put you in harbor. That's where we are using a lot. Go into harbor. Okay, and there we go. Rebels are gonna start popping everywhere. It's gonna be a bit of a hassle to deal with it, but... I guess I could potentially start using autonomous rebel suppression, but I feel like I'm still sort of juggling all the armies manually, I would say. Hence I haven't yet fully gone into it. What the hell is this? A cross-time caper. Reinforcements from the future. Huh? Divine Herald Elazar, something very peculiar has happened in Shillis. A full regiment of soldiers suddenly appeared, donning equipment bearing our insignia, yet displaying notable modifications compared to our current gear. They adamantly assert their kinship to us, yet their claims are accompanied by references to high-ranking officers who, in actuality, are far too young to hold such positions in the army. Our thorough investigation suggests that they are indeed our own troops, sent back from the future by some kind of unknown force. Some officers advocate harnessing their knowledge to train our armies in updated tactics, while others propose deploying them as frontline warriors, fulfilling their true purpose. The decision lies with you. Okay, so warriors from the future. So either we get 1 unit of infantry and 50 military power, or we get 5% morale of armies for 10 years. Well, none of that is overly impressive. I guess we'll take the morale of armies. Well. Okay, more. Okay, at least all of these are relatively small separatists. Okay. Oh, these ones are substantial. These ones are substantial, but we should be able to... Well, they are separatists. That's the only thing that really helps us. They're not exactly the best at fighting, are they now? So, let's see. Yep, all of that is cleaned up. Next, more conversions. Yes, the religious screen is surely a mess. I think that encapsulates what I think quite nicely. Sir, Yagab Faru is revolting. Oh no, piss. So why is there a stock? I guess there is an emporium here. I wanted to build a fort here. I wanted to build a fort here. You know what? Get rid of the temple. Build a fort in this location. Some forts around here also could be useful. Mostly good cover, yeah, that would be relatively good coverage. I guess what, this province would be good? Or around here? I guess this would really collect a lot of provinces. And it has space, sure, take a fort. Congratulations. Oh yeah, right, also that reminds me, we needed to take this. Also, damn, I didn't notice Akashik is dead. Themaria took them over. Wait, Themaria? Isn't Themaria... Doesn't Themaria at this point... Right, Themaria is this... Well, they're not a colonial nation anymore, they are just a nation. And they are colonizing back in Sarhal. Well, that doesn't make much sense. But sure. Get rid of that, build a... I should have built a fort here long ago. It controls so much of the coastline and neighboring places. Also around here, we could slap in some mountain forts if all of this wasn't so built up. Oh well, next. Next. Also, how close are we to the next government reform? I see that the bar is almost fully green. Okay, we are actually almost just like half a year, and we will have our last government reform. That's big. That's quite something. Okay, some more truces have ended. Oh yeah, from what I remember, this was a bit... well, we'll see what we end up picking up. And so I do like how these separatists, they spawned here, and now they are running off. And sure, if it prompts me, we can start repairing some temples. Sure, why not? Oh, though, they are returning. Or, well, they're not returning, they're going... I don't quite know where they are going. But they sure as heck are moving. Now, could I... or will they escape? What is your plan? Where are you? Where are you going? What's your plan? What are you doing, insane separatists? Absolutely insane in the membrane. Okay, right. Also, the mission which required us to take the Vernese coast, I think it only requires it to be cored. doesn't it? Own and core the coast. Okay. Sure, so we have to wait until the coring finishes, and that will give us a bunch of claims. Now, I would like to already pre-plan where we're gonna be fighting, but since it doesn't give us claims on a region, it gives us claims on like 12 different areas, and I'm just not gonna crawl through the map to see everything that we get. When we get them, we get them. And that's gonna be about it. Well, okay, I guess this would imply that a lot of them are gonna be here along the southern coast. That should be easy enough to do. And then the Dame's Neck. Alright, also, I guess some of them would go here, up to the Big Island. But I guess we already have completed all of that. Yeah, the Marion Dale, Neckcliff, Wind Tower, Silverwood. Right, yeah, Silverwood, Neckcliff. Where the hell is the Marion Dale? Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, yeah, but we already have another mission lined up, basically finished. That will give us East Dameshead and West Dameshead, which we also already do, so then regain Unban cost is also gonna be complete right away. Gain claims on the coastline of Dameshead and Esmaria. Okay, so that will just be claims on literally this entire coastline. That's gonna be useful. The Western Beacon. Ooh, right, this mission is gonna give us 5 missionary strength in Canor. That's gonna be huge. And I think, yeah, focusing on converting Canor is gonna be more important at that place, at that point. Okay, so we will blast through, like, 4 missions. 4 missions in a row. Yeah, that's impressive. That sure sounds impressive. So many provinces. Also, what are we currently still running? Morale of armies, duty is advisor cost, corruption. Yeah. I was thinking maybe there could be something that we can switch our fervor over to, but I think no, I think still just the manpower in True Faith provinces is much more useful than anything else that we could get here, really. If there was something that gave missionary strength, I would be inclined to pick that up, but with the current options, none of them seem really enticing. Okay, well, what the hell are we looking at? Actually, how long until... The command war was still some time away, right? That was still... Yeah, that's 44. We still have plenty of time in that regard. Okay, Oh, well, there goes... Okay, that's in the Empire, that's in the Empire, that's all in the Empire. Well... Oh, wait, we still have a major fleet here. Well, no wonder we are losing sailors. Yeah, no wonder we are losing so many sailors each month. They are still embarked. Also, where the hell is my transport fleet? Okay, you deal with them. Transport fleet has arrived. Would you be so kind to deal with this? Because also, the more I think about it, if we keep squashing the separatists, it puts them on the 10-year cooldown. Which means if we overextend again in that time period, then, well, it just doesn't matter. And I think also by the time that 10 years go by, we should be able to convert everything. If we don't convert something in 10 years, then that is boding badly. And it implies we have other issues. Okay, yeah. I guess one of those... no, where will we get... What's our current... brain? Well, we could... Where are the adventurers? How was that one called? Where is the generous... Yeah, the generous quest rewards. So... Oh, actually, yeah, the generous quest rewards do also lower national unrest by 1. So that would be useful. 5 absolutism, they do take away 5 crown land. So I would like to make sure that we don't drop below 75, so we'll do that once we have 80 crown land. And then we can give some away to the adventurers. That should be okay. Well, oh, we did end up getting separatists down here. Well, that's a shame. Oh, who the hell are you? Well, sure, you can function as a rebel fighter. Oh, and some on an island. That's not perfect, but we do have this army basically ready. Ship them over, dump them out. Also, the heavy ships are ready. Let's get them all. Let's get them all in one place. So that's one in the south, one up here. We got another batch of separatists somewhere. I clicked it away without thinking much. Oh, right here. Well, okay, this army will have a double whammy then. A double whammy. Okay, that was the island. Very cool. And oh, our battle fleet, our eastern squadron is size 69. Well, that was absolutely planned. I do say that was absolutely planned. It's just fantastic. I know, I'm a true genius. Where? Okay, the icons for the armies have literally overlapped. There we go. Finally, I can get you. Okay, so we did get some separatists down in the south. Yeah, all the way down here. I guess I might build a fort in these high. I guess then again it would be better to build the fort. Well, I guess I don't know. Doesn't matter. Demolish this. And build a fort down here. I don't even care. Just fortify everything. Okay, that's on the island, that's down here, and that's up here. Well, oh shit, that's 60k. The Corvurian separatists are a different breed. Also, yeah, okay, I forgot to build forts up here. We needed forts up here as well. That's a problematic one. And then 50k down here, yeah, the stack sizes definitely are something. Oh wait, shit, that in Vern is gonna... they're actually gonna take those provinces over, aren't they? I would prefer to avoid the growth of separatism where possible. Okay, these armies will make it in time. I think. Get in there. Beat them up real quick. Oh, and you are actually ready before... I'll actually send one of you in there. Come on. So this army will have a bit of a tougher time, but hopefully these guys finish up quicker and they can go and assist. Yeah, we are taking noticeable casualties there. Assist! I don't care about the flying shuttle. Ah, spinners are good, I guess. Cool. We didn't do that though. Shame. Okay, yeah, that army took a bit of a beating. Losing a quarter of an army against separatists isn't quite the best thing. But, well... Rebels stronger than any external threat you encountered in the last 200 years. Well, it's almost... Well, I did joke that once we... I think, like, after the big 800 overextension war, I think I killed, like... I would wager, like, 1.5 million separatists, only, like, in the Empire area alone. And I think they did inflict more casualties than I took during most of the war. It is slightly like that. It's an interesting situation. And okay, we can get our last government reform, which I guess I have been considering getting, like, the +1 free policy would be good if we switch over to Kingdom for the People and get +1 possible policies. But without that, I think political absolutism is just much better. We get more absolutism, which we can spend on some privileges, and also 2.5 admin efficiency. It's not a lot, but at our size, it's meaningful. So, sure, political absolutism. Let's go. Oh, more coal. Don't mind if I do. More separatists also. Well, they could just stop. Yinjiang, okay, this is nothing. And who rose up here? Well, they are going to fight Ghislaine. Sure. Now, I don't wanna... These guys are sitting up on a mountain, and honestly, I think I will let them sit there. When they come down, well, they can come down whenever they want to. I'm not pressuring them. Do what you wanna do. And okay, there we go. Yeah, I actually forgot more inventions. Arcane blasters. Almost every child at some point pretends to be a mage, imagining they had the power to merely point their fingers at something and blast it away. Alas, that is almost always merely a dream. But when those children grow up to be soldiers with arcane blasters in their hands, channeling magical powers, through a steel rig into a concentrated bolt, they can. Any magical overloads resulting in localized Damestier explosions are purely coincidental. Well, so, yes, we have laser guns, though we're not gonna be using them. That's only for artificer regiments, and we're not really in that business. But we can keep researching away. So, what choices do we get? Exo arms, yes, we know about that. We know about sending stones. Mystic ciphers, that's something new. Foreign spy detection and spy network construction. Honestly, quite substantial numbers for just a tier 1 invention. There is also the Miracle Detector 3000, which gives 2% missionary strength. We need this. Ooh, this is so good. It does cost 20 artifice capacity, but I'm pretty sure we can get rid of some outdated stuff and instead get 2 missionary strength. Yeah. Miracle Detector 3000. What's that? What's that all about? Tell me. I guess we're gonna know once it finishes. We're gonna detect God. We're gonna scientifically prove that God, as a matter of fact, does exist. Well, but obviously we do know that Surreal exists, so it's a bit of a pointless endeavor. But you know, if it makes it easier to prove it to those heathens, then why not? Okay, so do we still have separatists rising up? Yes, we do. We have Pearl's Edge, we have Chikwa, whoever they are, we have Irog's Florentish. I guess it's, on one hand, it's good that we have a lot of separated separatists instead of like one really big army of separatists, but it is annoying that we have like 50 different separatists. It's just a little bit annoying. And okay, these guys have attacked. Can we try and quickly reinforce? No, okay, these... Okay, those casualties weren't all that bad. Actually, make your way down to Neckcliff. I think there's gonna be some trouble over here. There's gonna be some trouble in the Neckcliff area. Also, okay, still, how long until... Okay, the cores are about to finish, so... I guess we can consider looking for the next target. I think I have been sitting at peace for slightly too long. I don't like it. We need to be fighting. We need to be doing shit. Well, actually, I guess I did say that once we get the claims from finishing the Vern mission, then we're gonna see what we have to do. Though I suspect it's gonna be this area, but we could just attack Sirenvar. We do have to do this at some point. They are allied to Ovdal Lodhum. Yeah, we could just go for them, couldn't we? Pick up some territory. We will also have to beat up the Blade Marches. How are the Blade Marches looking? Now they... Okay, that doesn't matter. Gelovar, Hechodovar, why are they... Sure, they are allied with Hechodovar. That's an interesting one. But okay, yes, Sirenvar... They have 120k, Ovdal Lodhum has 150k, so we will need a few armies to deal with them. Or we could just wipe out of Dalkanzad. I think, honestly, for a quick one, let's just wipe out of Dalkanzad. They are theoretically not part of any war goals that any provinces that we actually need. But I do simply want to clean this area up. They have a singular outdated fort. Well, isn't that cool? Especially since they're not allied to anyone, and they do interrupt our trade, which is problematic. Hence why I want to deal with them. Oh shit, well, we did just luckily get some... Wait, can we... Oh, we can just run away. Dwarves have short legs, can't catch us. Now that goes in the book, I guess, but as if I care about their book. Because I did accidentally start the war while not having full morale. Okay, there we go. Overextension is below 100, so I might as well click that away. Okay, yes, we have completed the mission, A Sun's Sea. So, actually no, you know what, let's do the mission reading at the end. I think this war should be a quick one. We can wrap it up, and then we will have like 4 missions that will need reading. And I think we can do that as a finale for today. Also, where are you going? Bozo? Come back here. My morale is back. Oh no, actually we didn't get morale back because we were on the move. Well, I'm pretty sure we should beat them anyways. Yes, who would have... Well, who the hell would have imagined we absolutely annihilated them anyways. Boo-hoo. Crazy shit. Go and start sieging them. So, how much is it gonna cost us to take literally just about everything? Just an idea. Actually, let's split you in half. I haven't split any armies in quite a while. But I think now we should do it. There's just so many provinces here, and they're totally unprotected. Oh, and we are full on military. I didn't notice. Well, time to develop some provinces again. So, we finished up Brasan. I guess we can do Bolvar. Sure. Or we could pick up technologies. Honestly, we are only 7 years ahead of time. I guess we could pick up technologies instead. Ooh, also modern bureaucracy. I think, yeah, maybe it's worth it to wait with the infrastructure ideas. Instead, we can get modern bureaucracy. That's going to be 10 more admin efficiency and just good stuff. Also, dev cost. So, yeah, that will be better for deving the cities. So, I guess this will give us supply limit, which will mean next time I think I will work on making our armies bigger again. Also infantry fire, which is substantial. It does cost 800, which is not perfect, but... Sure, give it to me. Just one tech across the board. And okay, yeah, the next Diplo and admin techs are kind of snooze. Military tech is, I think, the last cavalry that we're gonna get. Which is a shame. I would have liked more cavalry. Honestly, it is a bit of a shame that cavalry ends so soon. I think it is the first military unit which kind of just ends relatively abruptly. Actually, you march all the way over. Divine Inspiration, yes, because we definitely needed more morale of armies. Now, the game heard I said we don't have morale, so obviously it gave us more morale. Now, I would like to not destroy the holds, because I'm definitely not gonna be repairing them. Though I think it will be unavoidable. I think I will have to capture their capital at least. Maybe. Then again, we are up to almost 100 Dwarves Corps, so maybe we won't even need their capital. Maybe we'll be able to just do it as is. And also, okay, we can get the last era ability, which is Loyal Subjects, Liberty, Desire, and Same Continent Subjects. Well, it turns out we did get a subject on the same continent somehow. So I guess that's good for that. Sure. And also... Okay, yeah, demanding Dvarovrod without occupying any forts in the area. So you really want me to occupy your capital. You do know it's gonna end up absolutely shredded. You do know we're gonna absolutely mince it. Trading in... Wait, we actually have trading in wine. That would be... Because getting -1 national unrest from trading in wine would definitely be very cool. That would be very beneficial. Oh, disease outbreak, that is absolutely not what I wanted. Okay, let's stack up. I need to get all the artillery on here that we can. Just blow down those walls. 7, 14. Close you up, you merge back together. So surely we'll do that. Yeah, a bit of a shame that I have to take their capital, because I'm sure as hell not repairing it. And also, goddamn, I thought only now the first circumnavigation, only now Neckliffe did it in 1738. I would have thought it would. I would have thought that this would have been done already long ago. But I guess they don't have that many colonies. I don't know. That's a bit of a weird one. Honestly, just barrage it. Blow. I don't want to wait for too long. Excellent. Now, please, will you surrender in an orderly manner? And give me just about everything. This is only 20 overextension. Well, god damn. I thought it would be a bit more than that, but sure. That is all of Ovdal Khanzad. Send one of these armies down to sweep up the separatists. Sadly, Ovdal Khanzad itself is now blown to bits. Even oh damn, they actually dug to a level 6 hold. And yeah, how expensive would it be to repair this? Yes, 30 years. I'm not overly inclined. Not overly inclined to do so. Okay, so that's gonna be coring, and we still have a lot of overextension capacity to work with. But I guess the last thing we can do for today is click through a bunch of missions. So this is gonna be quite a bit of reading. First comes the Sun's Sea, as we did take the Vernese coastline. The Armada is ready. Wood from the Rahini jungles has been worked by copper dwarven craftsmen into creations that honor Surael with their very being. But his purpose demands more, and it is time for the desert elves to set forth into the waters, and begin to claim the sea as Surael's own. Yep, we did do that. So the new claims... Okay, so I assume it would have given us claims along these coastline bits, a little bit up here, and then primarily it gave a bunch of claims around this coastline. So this is gonna be Tretten, basically all of Tretten, some of Sornkost, and some of Wesdom. Yes, that will be definitely doable. And then also I think it did give us one claim on Magdalare, because I guess this is the Valiant Keep. This was originally Vernese territory. They somehow took it. And okay, further on we have the Dame's Neck. The Dame's Neck. Okay, it's once again being a bit fussy. The Dame is one of many gods the Canorian heathens believed in, but who in truth perished millennia ago. Her embodiment in the lasting Canorian perception of their inland sea is thus a morbid funeral mask, a sad relic of a sad collection of beliefs. We must seize the entrance to the Dame's Head, ensure the sea's legacy and wealth do not keep the surrounding peoples from embracing Surael's light. Yup. That would give us claims on East and West Dame's Head. Which, okay, I guess some of them we still do get. Because the regions... okay, the regions are substantially big. So yeah, this is West Dame's Head, East Dame's Head. Okay. That's good, that's good. So this actually did mean we get claims on Pearl's Edge, some more of Wesdom, which is nice, and I guess like what leftover Magisterium, Ex-Ves, some of Bepek. Also, it does give us claims on, well, the rest of our vassal and some of these OPMs. But then also the next is regaining Anbenkost. During the Decade of Masks, the Empress Jexus ruled the Phoenix Empire from Anbenkost. The burned Empress led her father's empire to its vastest expanse, and fought wars both overt and covert against her rival to the west, Eoriel. It was not until her assassination in 1161 AA that the empire fell, and Anbenkost was lost. We do not fight our wars in the shadows. We wage Sarhalan's crusade under the light of his bright sun. But despite these differences, Jaddar was Jex's heir, and so is the Jadd Empire. Anbenkost is our birthright, and we must make clear to those who claim it now. Okay, so actually I did not know that Jexis had conquered Anbenkost. I thought that the Phoenix Empire previously stretched only as far as Bahar. And like Bahar and the North Salahad. I did not know that it actually went all the way over to Anbenkost. That is news to me. Interesting. And boom. And that gives us claims on, on the entire coastline. Just here, the entire coastline of the Dame's Head. It is literally only the coastline, so it is a bit thinly stretched, but you know, it works out. So that's gonna be, and then we will have to capture the coastline. And that will give that will give claims on Esmaria, Dame's Crown, and the borders. So, Esmaria is here. Okay, Dame's Crown, Esmaria, and the borders. So, basically, the Dame's Crown, we will have one layer. That will give us claims on the second layer. And then Esmaria and the borders is what I would call the Central Empire. It will be the Central Empire. Mostly what? It's mostly just Vex. It's mostly just Vex, Gisden, Ashien that are left over. And I guess what? Telgear is relatively big. That will be this entire splodge. Okay. But already now... Oh damn, that would give us +1 admin for 40 years. We have to convert literally the entirety of the Empire. There is also the requirement here that the Empire of Anbenar does not exist. Well, you would assume that by that point you would have indeed done so. And I somehow didn't see this. Anbenarian administration. Like, I think previously while scrolling through the mission tree, I only saw the reform progress growth, which is kind of lame, but +1 possible policies is very big. We have a lot of policies that I think already are going unused, and that would be excellent. And also, actually, this is the furthest that we are given claims. Well, I guess the furthest it is just all of the Empire. And I think over here we have... Oh no, well, I guess that is we have to control all of Canor. That's asking... That's asking a lot. That's asking a lot. Yeah, the perpetual war of the sun is a bit of a thing. And also, where was the... This will give us claims on Lancenor. How big was the Lancenor? Okay, yeah. So at the end we should control all of this. Well, yeah, Lancenor and then everything that counted as part of the Empire. I guess we don't get claims on like the Forlorn Vale, for example, even though that is very much part of the Empire. But, well, that's gonna be a lot to do. And then what? We have our last mission for the day, the Western Beacon. It is gonna cost 100 admin and Diplo, but it's very much worth it for 5 missionary strength. We are gonna move our capital. Where are we gonna move it, though? I guess we could go to Anbenkost. And hello, Scott. And no, I don't have any commands. You should know that. But okay, the last mission. So, the Western Beacon. Our empire now straddles Halsan, but every person within it might find themselves drawn to a different corner thereof. from the old temple complex in Bolvar to the Mountain of Clear Sight to newborn Jadanzar, to the vast palaces of Rachen, and to so many more. Even if they never set foot outside the town they were born, these vast edifices are as much markers of our rule as the sun of Surael's. On Adrail, heathens erected a tower to their own vanity, their endless, meaningless quests devoid of any understanding of their purpose under Surael. Let us repurpose it into a beacon for all in Canor, to eternally remind them of their inclusion amongst the Jadd. Okay, so that explains it. So this little island, the island of Adrail, it has a cool mage tower. I hope we're not going to lose the bonuses from it, because the bonuses are very nice. But I assume we're not losing them. And now it's once again time to move our capital. So where the hell do we go? I guess we could go over to Bolvar, that is development cost, just globally lowered. We could do Anben cost, get more reform progress growth, but that's not really super necessary right now. Well, what other missions? Well, yeah, this is all... Considerations. So, Bolvar, theoretically, we need to put in, 6 points of development in Bolvar. And if we go there, it's gonna lower everything else by 10%, so theoretically that's good. We do also have Denijassar, which needs substantially more. We need like 12 development in here. What was Denijassar about? State governing cost and monthly autonomy change. Well, no, that is sort of just an absolute waste of time. Alternatively, we go to Anben cost, because we need to put in 5 development here, and it is by far the most expensive one. I guess, sure, let's put our capital over in Anben cost. Why not? Ooh, this is actually... Well, this will mean we will have to rework trade, but... Ooh, we do have almost... We have 90% trade power in Anben cost now, which is cool, because it is a end node. So, we could skyrocket our trade income. We could very much achieve something here. It is a shame that we still have only very little control in the Bay of Wines. But we can definitely start transporting trade in Eberethil. We have 70% there. Okay, right, we actually could start not just collecting, we could start rerouting some trade. That could be very nice. Okay, but I think that's gonna be stuff for next time. We need to tackle some new conversions. Okay, too few rivals. Well, let me guess, it's still only the Lake Federation. Yes, I don't really care about rivaling the Lake Federation. When's the next exemplary vote? In 39. Okay, we are just 1 year away from an exemplary vote. I assume we will get just the draft again, because I am inclined to recruit more troops. Also, we still haven't lost trading in grain, I think. We have trading in paper, and looks like that is actually secured. Trading in copper. Trading in salt, it's still keeping up, and that's actually a good amount of money, because that reduces army maintenance. Yeah, 20% of global wine trade, which is less national unrest. Also, trading in incense gives us tolerance of the true faith, which is very nice. And we have so many goddamn icons that I actually cannot see. I'm pretty sure we have others, but I literally just cannot see them. Well... evidently we are trading in grain. I will assume that we are trading in grain, because we do have much more force limit than we should have. So I think next time we get the draft, we create a bunch more armies, and I will start going over... I will start overextending a lot more often. I think we should have the capacity to do so. But okay, I guess that's gonna be that for today. A few wars here and there, a lot of rebel squashing. Not quite as much territory taken as I was hoping to achieve. But... well, hopefully we'll speed it up a bit next time. I guess we now have claims in all around the Empire, so we can start tackling that. We can start tackling the Deep Woods. Yeah, a lot of stuff on the platter. Also, a lot of missions done, so it counts for something. Everything that we did today. Yeah, what was I looking at? I quickly wanted to take a look at... oh yeah, I want a bit more... Actually, we could seize... actually, we get rid of rebels. We can seize land and then give some privileges out so that we stay above 75 crown land. But yeah, otherwise... oh, looking nicely. So, next time should be... well, I assume should be back on Friday, as always. And then, yeah, I guess thanks Solofar for stopping by. Skunscoop, dropping in. I guess anyone maybe in the VOD. And, yeah, we'll be back and we'll just continue the munching of territories. Now it's a lot more predictable what we're gonna be doing. Now we're just trying to get as much as we can in some time. Okay, well that's that then. Bye bye.